This week, in our late 50s, we had our very first wild camp adventure. You need to watch to the end to see how we got on. Welcome to our channel. We are Kath, Sue and Fudge. Following retirement and after 2.5 years on the road, we decided to establish new roots in the Cairngorms and are now 6 months into Scottish Highland life. Come and join us as we continue to navigate through retirement. Good morning, folks. Today is the big day where we go on our first expedition with the tent. You've probably been waiting for it for ages. Well, maybe not, but we have. And we've now got a couple of days away and we reckon about 28 miles to cover. So wish us luck. How are you doing, Susie? Nearly there?
Just to my last adjustments.
Our walk started in some fairly familiar territory, crossing a few burns, both of which were running very low due to the dry weather that we've been having recently. But we were both very quickly finding out that easy walking isn't so easy when you're carrying a large pack. Well, we've just stopped for a little break because we can feel the midges. The air is really still today, not a breath of wind. So the midges are out now. They're not out in force yet. They may well be tonight, but we've got the skin so soft on now, so we smell beautiful. They'll probably still be biting me. I realise I haven't actually told you where we're going today. So we're heading for a place called the Shelter Stone, which is at the far end of Loch Ann, and Loch Ann is on the back of Cairngorm. So I don't know if you can see behind me over there. Not quite sure exactly how to get you to the right spot from here, but we're going behind those mountains into the glen. We'll be walking along the banks of Loch Ann to the very end, where hopefully we'll get to the Shelter Stone. And we're going to camp somewhere up there as well. Well, we've reached the Rifle Bothy, which is a perfect place to stop for a mid-morning, well, it's late morning actually, but a late morning snack before we head off in the direction which is behind you now. In fact, if I can get myself to my feet, and I'll probably show you because you'll be able to see you can see the track, I think, over there. We've reached a part of this walk now where it is complete wilderness. There's a good track. You can always say that about the Cairngorms, they put some good tracks out, but we are literally surrounded by mountains on all three sides, in a complete 360. So it's blissful. Well, having just said we were in complete wilderness, it turns out that this little footbridge which is along Strathnethy, is actually quite a popular spot for people to walk to. And as we stopped here to get a bite of lunch, there were a couple of people who either passed us or were coming back in the other direction. And of course this is the trail that would take you up to Burstner Moor, which is a Munro. Before setting off after lunch, and with some unrequested assistance from Fudge, we took advantage of our proximity to the river to fill our water bottles by decanting water through our filter system. After our lunch stop, we set off along Strathnethy, a route which turned out to be much longer than we'd anticipated. Just stopped for a little rest. I knew this walk was long, but it is very long, and it's over pretty rough terrain. We did take a path earlier, which is marked on the map, but ran out, so we probably had about an hour before half an hour before we turned back, so an hour's diversion, and that's over there in the direction that we came, because the path on the map showed that it was the other side of the river. Fortunately, when we got back to the footbridge, we bumped into a ranger who said, oh, there's a peat track that runs this side of the river all the way into Loch Ann, which is in that direction. And our next feat is a boulder field, which will be, I think we're maybe about 20 minutes away from that now. And then hopefully, once we're over the boulder field, we'll get a good view of Loch Ann and get an idea of where we're going to pitch our tent tonight. And, well, my statement about 20 minutes was definitely wishful thinking, because there was still another couple of hours before that delicious sight of Loch Ann. I don't know how I look right now. All I can say is every sinew of my body is screaming to stop. But there's no way we can stop. Look at the terrain that we're walking in. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Strathnethy. So tired. Strathnethy. It's long. I'm going to measure it later and see how long it is. But there's nowhere to camp near here, and we're a long way off our destination yet, so we've just got to keep going. Well, we've made it to Loch Ann, and I have to say I don't really know whether to laugh or cry at the moment. Oh, I think this is the biggest challenge I've given my buddy for a very long time. We're going to pitch our tent on the beach. I don't know whether pitching on a beach is a good or a bad idea. I guess the pegs will come out easily, but there's some rocks. We'll hold those down with rocks and hope for the best. The weather's supposed to be okay, so I think we'll be all right. I'll get the tent up first and then we'll get cooking because we're both absolutely shattered. I think this has nearly broken us, this walk. What do you think, Sue?
Sorry?
I said I think it's nearly broken us, our walk. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it was quite hard going, especially that last bit because it was so
It was
rocky.
hard, wasn't it, coming down? Anyway, the reward for such a beautiful walk is this gorgeous loch. And actually we thought we'd have it to ourselves, but there are a few other people that are looking for camp spots as well, who all seem to have done the same as us and walked out. Oh, let's get going then. Well, oh my goodness, did you see that? Just shows what novices we are. We managed to let the tent blow away. Thankfully we've got it, and we did have some spare pegs because we lost a load of pegs in the wind. They all flew off and we haven't been able to find them. We might take another look in the morning, but first things first, we're going to get camp set up so we are ready for sleeping, and then we'll probably cook some dinner. And I would imagine it'll be an early night. I mean, it is just 8 o'clock now, 8 p.m, and we left at 8:30 this morning, so 11 and a half hours already, and we're still not eaten.
Let's remember to stick that out.
What was it?
Oxygen
Oh,
absorber. Right, so
pinch at level 5, and that shows you how to... Oh, I think what it means is pinch it together like that at level 5.
you sure?
Yeah, I've seen others do it. Do you think there'll be enough for mine in there as well?
Let me just have a quick look. See. That's level 5.
Okay.
There's still quite a bit in
Well,
there.
you need to stir it, don't you? So you stir it and I'll do my own.
Chini mushroom risotto.
How's your risotto?
It's nice.
Yeah?
It's going to be even better with the little bottle of wine I carried up.
I can't believe you carried that up.
Well, you can't have dinner without a glass of wine.
That's amazing.
It's plastic bottom, so it's light. Cheers.
Cheers. I haven't got a drink. I'll have a cup of tea in a minute. So I went for the chili con carne. Sue went for the, what was yours called?
Fettuccine mushroom risotto.
Very good. Oh dear. Well, Sue did say, do you think we've left it too late in life to start wild camping at our age? But I don't think so. You're never too old for an adventure. And it looks light outside. That's because it doesn't go to dark till about 11:30 here at the moment. But we're absolutely shattered.
I think it's
So-
about 10 o'clock.
It's about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Let me just check. Oh no, it's only 9:30.
9:30. Well, what's that, dear? We've gone. Oh, we've done a little gimbal shift. Anyway, We'll see you again tomorrow.
Shove, shove.
Shove,
Fudge.
shove.
Shove, fudge.
Shove, fudge. Oh, no. There she is. I can't really see her, but she's asleep. And at least one of the three of us slept the night. Well, until the early hours. Good morning. Well, we survived tonight, just.
Not much sleep though.
Not much sleep. It was windy and tent was flappy and Fudge was taking up far too much room. But it's breakfast time. We've been up since about 4:10. It's now 5:30 and we're just eating some breakfast before we pack the tent up and head off home. We've picked a different route out than we came in, which is going to be quite a steep climb today. Take us up to Cairngorm, not to the summit, but to Ptarmigan, which is the restaurant at the top, and then we'll walk down. We'll either walk down from there or we may even get the funicular down from there, and then it'll be a bus home. Well, I can assure you the smell in our tent wasn't too great, but you've got to have clean teeth, haven't you? Well, the weather is very different today, so I do hope you can hear me over the wind. This was where we got our first glimpse of Loch Anne yesterday and went down in that direction. Today we're going, I don't know whether you'll pick it up from the camera, but there's a track that goes diagonally up the side of the hill there, which will take us ultimately to Cairngorm, and that's where we're headed. And it's a windy day today, so well, I'm sure we'll make it, but it could be quite hard going again.
Just hope it doesn't blow me over.
Yeah, Sue's not very heavy, so it could easily blow her over. Well, that is the end of our adventure. We've only got a bus and then a 2-mile walk at the end of it to get back home. So that to me seems like a really good time to end the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this adventure. We're almost broken, I think, at the end of it, but we've had a great time. So hopefully we'll see you again next week.